Justin with Colorado Tech Cooperative, and right now we're going to take a look at Rocket Chat, which is a team and community chat platform, kind of like an open source Slack. Slack costs $80 per user per year, and so this is a definite much cheaper alternative. So what it is more or less a multiple user chat platform. It's real time, so you can actually chat with someone without any delay, unlike email, which has some delay. Best uses are for private team chat, such as in businesses or something like that, or non-index sites, so something that's not going to search up in Google. And so groups that need to organize are great for this. I've installed a lot of these for nonprofit communities, and they seem to like it. The pros are lots of multimedia features, everything from hyperlinks, embedded hyperlinks, to uploading files. What else? Help desk functionality. There's email notification. There's person-to-person chat that's encrypted. There's video conferencing if you want it. There's image recognition, so you can have Google AI actually look up the image on the web and then return stuff in the chat portal. And there's just a ton of other stuff. The development is created by a super active community. There are a ton of developers working on this project. It's brand new, and it's definitely next generation programming languages, so it's all JavaScript, more or less. Cons are, again, it's brand new. It's not even in version 1.1 yet, so it's still getting there in a certain sense. It's literally brand new. The apps, there are desktop and mobile applications. They're not great and they're buggy, but they do exist. It's, again, just problems with open source technology when there's really no money to be made, and these people are putting this software out for free. And same along the lines of that, there's zero documentation, and random bugs. So there's just random stuff. And then last thing on cons, I would say it only works well with some browsers. Firefox and Chrome seem to work the best. You can explore around with that, but if you're having issues with the plugin, it's probably due to browser or the device you're using. So now let's go ahead and go to that link. I personally, for this demo, have kind of set up a personal Rocket Chat platform to interact with some of my friends. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how all of this works on this side. So first, when you want to go is to go to the link, the chat platform link, and when you get there, you want to accept notifications. Notifications they'll just make the experience a little bit better, and they're only audible notifications, like a ping. Once you get there, go ahead and put in your personal information. Give me 1 second to do that. Portal sort of interface. Once you get in, this is what it's going to kind of look like. There's a home page, and you might have specific home page information specific to whatever organization you're working with or interacting with. And start up here in this corner and take a look at these icons up here. So this is your sidebar. This is the first thing you're going to see up in the corner is your user ID and sort of like your profile and profile management and account. So you can go up there, you can set your availability and or manage your account and or log in and log out. And that's what you do there. Your profile picture will show up in that corner. The next thing we have is just a search area. You can search for users or anything really. Chat channels. And that's kind of where you search for stuff in there. The next thing, this globe icon, is actually the directory. Now if you go into the directory, you will see channels, a directory of channels and a directory of users, and you can actually search between all of those. And so this is really where you're going to find new channels and be extending your reach and be joining public channels within a community. And so that's where this is held. The next icon that we have is a view mode, and this actually directly relates to this sidebar right here. We haven't extended a medium and or condensed version of that. And we can also show avatars on all of those if we want. For all of those different groups, we can add pictures to different channels, more or less. And then if we go over to one more, we can actually sort these channels on the sidebar by activity or alphabetically or by group name. And by messages read or unread. So if you have a lot of channels, and essentially what this Rocket Chat group is, what you're going to learn, is built on public, private, and private channels. You're going to be interacting. You're going to have a lot of channels maybe on this side, and you might need to sort them based on certain information. And then the last one is a 3 dots. That's usually for live chat or information. If you have a business that's using the live chat plugin, and or your administrator of the portal, go ahead and just you'll see these 3 dots. Otherwise you won't see them. Now as we kind of go down this sort of section here, live chat is only for businesses again. Otherwise you're going to see channels and live, or channels that you are public channels that you have joined, private groups maybe, and then direct messages from people that you've had direct messages with. Now each one of these is has specific messages. It is a specific, more or less, area for you to hold conversation with a large group of people over a certain topic. Now literally that's pretty much it for the sidebar. Besides create new channel, we did not go up here to this little document with a pencil, and you can actually create new channels on your own and add them over to this list. It pretty much just adds a hashtag to the front and then your channel. I would advise you to maybe take a look at the channels and see if there's any existing channels within the community that you can join that are public before you create a new one. And that would be really my only advice. There's some options to make it a private channel and or a read-only channel or a broadcast, which means that only certain people can broadcast, but people can reply. So there's some kind of options to be able to make it a private channel and or public channel within a larger community if you so choose. And so now we're going to kind of go into just any channel. All right, and from here you're going to see more or less in this area right here, this white area is the chat channel, and pretty much you're going to be able to see lots of chat history in here over a certain topic. Now if we take a look across the top, this is kind of the header of the chat channel, and we are going to see a star, which is just to be able to mark it as favorites. And if you do mark a favorite, it will show up over here in your sidebar as favorites. Right here is the channel name, and then if we go to the other side, you can click on the room info, so channel or room info. You can check it out right here, and it'll have information about the channel or room that you're in. You can search for messages or specific people or anything else within this channel. You can also see who's a member of this channel, and as well as add, if you're an admin, you can add users to this channel. And then if you go over it, and the last is there's still more options on this top area. And some of these are for admins, some of these everyone will see. So first off, this file list is for admins. That just shows a list of files that are attached to this chat channel. At mentions will actually show you a list of people that have been mentioned in this channel. And then starred messages is next, and that'll show you which messages in here have been starred. Keyboard shortcuts will show you exactly what keyboards that you can use or what shortcuts you can use with your keyboard. Mail messages is another admin or a leader, a group, a channel leader. You'll see mail messages here. And this is when you send out mail messages to a group, you have the ability to do such and forego doing any chat, and you can directly email people. Pin messages, you can actually pin messages, which will make a message more or less quote unquote sticky, like it'll stick to the top of a channel, or be more or less visible, kind of right in your face. Video chat is an option. If I've enabled it, you can actually video chat with people in a group. I think up to 20 people. And then here's notifications and preferences. You can, if you have joined a group, you can actually edit your notifications and preferences here. You can turn things off. You can turn off email reminders. You can turn on, if you have a mobile app or desktop app activated, you can turn on audible reminders, etc. All from right here, desktop, mobile, and email. And I think that's it for. And then if you are an admin or a leader of a channel or a room, you can prune messages, and that pretty much gives you the option to clean out junk. If you have a ton of stuff and this chat channel's huge, you can actually just keep a running tally and only keep the necessary stuff. So, and or chop stuff off after a certain date period. So if you have a channel that's just junk stuff where people are posting stuff they find on the internet that may be funny or something, you might want to clean that out on a regular basis. You can do that by pruning messages. You can do that automatically, or you can do that manually anytime that you'd like. And that is it really for top menu items. This next is the chat channel. If you hover over these chats as people have, you can see these options over here in the corner. As the chat turns kind of gray, there's options to either add an emoji and comment just by an emoji on a specific comment in a chat channel. And then there's also, again, more options. This application is much more deceiving than you think. There's options everywhere and functionality. It's just kind of hidden. If you go ahead and go over, and as you hover over a message, click on these three lines, it gives you a ton of options to kind of decide what kind of inline messaging that you're using, or do things with the inline message. For instance, reply allows you to pull the message that maybe someone commented on, and then you can reply directly to the message. What else do we have here? Edit. You can actually, if you were the author of the message, it'll actually give you the option to go ahead and edit your own message. So you are more than welcome to edit your own messages if you make a mistake and post something that you don't like. Permalinks actually give you a short permalink. It's going to copy whatever this is plus the URL of the comment, and then it's going to give you a link to be able to post to Facebook or an email or a document that allows you to link literally back to this channel and back to the comment made in the chat channel. So that is, if you go over to these three dots and click on permalink, that is how you get there. Another way to copy the link or just copy the whole text is click copy, and it'll copy all of what's in here. And you can repost it somewhere else. Quoting is quoting someone else. You can go and quote them. It'll literally put it in quotation marks, and or just, you can actually, not quotation, it's a line here, and then you can comment and quote someone from a previous comment. There's star message. So if you like something and you want to keep an eye on it, you can star a message, and just like a bookmark, you can again, maybe up here you can go to starred messages within a certain chat channel if you're a group within that group. And then the last thing is pin a message. If you have a message that you want people to see, or you're an administrator, I think that's really an administrator feature, you can pin a message and make sure it is front and center on each chat channel. The last, if you're an admin or a leader of a room or channel, you can delete messages out, right? If you want. You can ban people. You can do a ton of stuff. But you can delete your message as well. And even just you're a user, I think you can delete it. And that really is options just by hovering and interacting with chats that already exist. If you'd like to post your new chat, you come down to this bar down here, and you can start typing a new chat of some sort. There is a ton of functionality. If you take a look Really, what's nice about this platform is it allows you to add sort of multimedia links very easily. For instance, let's just pull a YouTube link and then copy that in, and it will nicely display the YouTube link right in the page where we can watch it. That's really nice functionality. What else is there? Let's go. Any other link from podcasts to images, again, you can just post it. If you post one at a time, it'll usually pull it automatically and give you some information or give other readers information about the links that you're posting automatically in there. You can drag and drop files in there. So if you have a PDF or if you're sharing something, you can go ahead and drag and drop. So that's a big thing. You can also use this plus symbol over here instead of dragging and dropping, and use the file, add files from computer, and it'll pull up a dialog box for you to go ahead and pick the file that you want to upload. But I really do like this drag and drop functionality. You can pick literally any file, and out of almost any application, for instance, I'm using a Mac, I can pull up my photos. We can pull a photo right in, drag and drop this photo right into the chat window, and it'll upload to this chat photo. And you can also download it by just clicking this this symbol right here. You can also hide it if if it's taking up too much, if it's a big image and it's taking up too much room. So those are ways to post files and images. With the mobile applications, you can actually do that as well with your phone camera, and there should be functionality to do that. It's a little glitchy, but it just FYI, it's there. So you've seen automated links, you've seen video messages, all of that. You can post from social media. You can put Twitter or Facebook posts in here. All of it will just, will go ahead and nicely embed in here, and you will be able to comment. Users will be able to comment on certain things. Now, there's a few other functionality of this bar right here, commenting, and really it has to do with notifications and navigation through the site. So the first thing we're going to do is, as you can see, all of these groups over here have hashtags. Don't panic, start here. Literally what that means is that if you use a hashtag within a message, that you can pull up all of the channels and or rooms and drop that channel, such as, for instance, Daily Digest, which is just where I post news articles daily. You can write your comment on it, post it, and what's nice about that is people can come and click Daily Digest here, and go. We are actually in Daily Digest, and it'll actually bring you to that chat room. So beyond calling up channels, you can also use the @ symbol and notify people within a chat room about a message. And depending on their email notification settings, most likely this will send them an email notification if you use an @ symbol. So what's nice about this is that you can have a conversation with multiple people, but when you need someone to chime in, you can drop a name, such as @ and then drop one of my friends' names, such as Brandy. And we will drop an @ Brandy, and if I do this, it would actually send email of Brandy with my message, or we could drop an @ all, and it'll actually notify everyone in this. It'll actually notify everyone within the room. So if you need to do a large notification to people within a chat channel or room, you can, and you need to do, say, a notice, you can drop an @ all, and literally anyone within the channel can send out a notification to all members within that channel, letting them know about something. I would just, a word of caution, be careful not to use @ too much, because really you are not only maybe sending out an email, but also maybe pinging them on an app. So just make sure you're using these sparingly and only notifying someone with an @ symbol or notifying the group with an @all symbol when necessary, I would say. And then what else? Last few things. If you hold Shift Enter, you can actually add a few lines and then continue writing, and Shift Enter, and that'll actually allow you to add multiple lines. If not, if you just hit Enter, it'll just kind of call out. It'll just kind of automatically post your comment immediately. And then below that, there's some typographic stuff like bold, italic, indent. If you use styles, and there's symbols as well. So if you, or even international languages, if you need to kind of stick some of there is some text editing, very basic text editing right here at the bottom. So you can more or less just go ahead and post what you want to a channel, and that's more or less how the system works. Is you interact between people using these chat channels.